Thursday, February 29, now the time this way Parliament's been put for make the decision, but the toll gates price increment way for start March 1 this year. After way them been done meet with all stakeholders that the transport sector. Inside the Thursday sitting, apart from members of Parliament that will be there at the well, stakeholders from the transport sector been witnessed the Thursday sitting. But before the Speaker and other members of Parliament have been talk on the toll gate issue, the Minister of Works and Public Assets, Dr. Dennis Sandi, been laid the concession paper where they between the government of Sierra Leone and the Chinese Railway 7 Group. We get for do with the Wellington Masheka Road.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members of Parliament, with your leave, I beg to lay on the table of this honorable House the following paper. Review of toll gate charges along the Wellington Masheka Highway.
Just after the minister laid the paper, the Speaker been raised concern about the traffic data na the toll gate.
The tariff data. Now it has come to the attention of this House that one party is responsible for generating the data and making that data available to the other party, namely the government and government agencies established for that purpose. In this instance, we take note of the role of the SLRA. But it has also come to our notice that very little, if anything at all, has been done by the recipient of the data to seek to verify the authenticity of the data.
So we then concern from the Speaker make it being put on hold this agreement.
Things in abeyance for as long as necessary to give the relevant committee of Parliament the opportunity to do a detailed study of what you've laid before us.
This decision from the Speaker, now one way the leader of the opposition, Honorable Abdul Kagbo, and the leader of government business, Honorable Martin Yuma, been support.
We on this side of the aisle want to make it very easy for our people, and we believe in your leadership of this. Yes, when I say this side, I mean we are in agreement with that other side, because we are in Parliament. Yes. The leader of government business is also in agreement with what I'm saying. So we are talking as a Parliament. Opposition plus governance is the Parliament. So like we said, we are in total agreement that due consideration must be given. That was why initially I tweeted that any agreement that was passed in this Parliament must not be changed without the approval of this Parliament.
Mr. Speaker said, we are only here because of our people. And we can only progress as a state to talk about very good economy if we encourage the investors and the state to carry out the policies. So, Mr. Minister, we want another category of the state. We want to say thank you for considering us to bring your agreement for us to review. But, Mr. Speaker, in as much as you have put them in abeyance, that is the Speaker's ruling, which cannot be challenged in the chamber. I want to entreat my colleagues in going back to the Constitution why we do ratify these documents. Section 40, subsection 4, Mr. Speaker, with your leave. I just want to read that paragraph. It's long, but you just read a section of it. If you have the Constitution, take a look. Provided that just below the category they have stated, the last paragraph under section 44, provided that any treaty, agreement, or convention executed by or under the authority of the President, which relates to any matter within the legislative competency of Parliament, or which in any way alters the law of Sierra Leone, or imposes any charge on authorities any expenditure out of the consolidated fund or any other fund of the Sierra Leone, and any declaration of war made by the President shall be subject to the ratification by Parliament, by an act of Parliament, or 2, by a resolution supported by the vote of not less than 1/2 of the members of Parliament.
As Parliament don't tap the toll gate fee charge force, wait for start March 1, people still wait for waiting will be the final decision from Parliament on this issue. For Liberty Online TV, Al Hassan Kuma, the report.